Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mindy and today I have a special video for you because you have asked for it. You have commented in my other videos and here it is. It's called How INTJs Help ENFPs, and take it as a holidays present from me to you. I also want to say thank you to everybody who has been buying me coffees during this whole time that I've been making YouTube videos. I really appreciate it, and I'm always happy when I get an alert that someone bought me a new coffee. If you haven't done it yet, I have a link below in the description so you can go into it right now. Actually, this is a good moment to say thank you for your company during this year 2020. Thank you everyone for being there. All right, how INTJs help ENFPs. Number one, INTJs bring some important element into the ENFP's life, which is stability. So the ENFP is someone who craves, changing sceneries and doing new things, and their mind is very curious, but at the same time, they also crave this emotional security and stability that the INTJ provides in a natural way. They come across as someone reliable and consistent, someone who says, I'm going to do this, and they actually do it. So it's like in a world that is always changing for the ENFP, in a world that is always moving because they prefer it that way, there is this element, this friend, this partner, this parent who it's there for you, who that if they say, you need help, I'm going to be there, they will be there. But not only with help, listening to you or whatever is the dynamic that the relationship might have, the ENFP really appreciates that stability that the INTJ brings in or to the table in a relationship. Number two, the ENFPs are helped, actually, yeah, that's a good way to say, by the efficiency of the INTJ. It's like, this is what I call efficiency. INTJs do something with the ideas of the ENFP in a simple and natural way. So it's like INFPs have a lot of ideas, and they will come and say these ideas to their INTJ spouse, friend. It doesn't need to be like, a super huge idea of a business. No, it's just like an idea. And then the INTJ would put them into an organized system. And what that would create in turn is like these ideas of the ENFP, will not be just scattered and loose and there, but actually it can be something as simple as the ENFP has been considering a lot of options for, let's say, new furniture in the house. And they would tell the INTJ why they would like that piece and why they feel attracted to that piece as well, and to that other piece. So they have this other wide variety of pieces that they would like to buy for the house, the furniture, and INTJ would look at that and they will help the ENFP understand somehow, I don't know, it's like sometimes I call it magic, why what things are more in line with what they want, and to kind of sort through and to put everything in a more efficient way in front of the eyes of the ENFP. Maybe that was just a vague example, but put it into other scenarios. Number three, INTJs help the ENFPs, therefore, to understand themselves better. Because ENFPs are big on extroverted intuition, and that's a function that expands. And the INTJs are big on introverted intuition, and that contracts. So it's like a perfect combination between, as I said, so one has a lot of ideas and the other one was sort through and help them actually not only make decisions, but it's like understand themselves better, like their values, understand why they want to do something by narrowing down somehow in between, like amongst a conversation. Number four, they make us feel seen and valued just because of who we are. It's like they appreciate very much our nature, which is extroverted intuition. And that nature is like changeable, and it's very curious. It's like a small kid, and you know, and it seems like the INTJs really not only appreciate, but it seems like we also help them with our natural tendency. So it's like a natural, I think it's like both in their own elements somehow help the other to be seen, or to feel like they're being seen, because they're actually being seen and valued for who they really are. Number 5, the INTJ will provide for inspiration. So the INTJ is someone who is very proactive at their best. So they think like, I want to do something, they put hands on. Of course, you have different levels and different areas, and I actually plan on doing another video for when the INTJ procrastinates. But at their, let's say, normal element, and in most of the areas of their lives, maybe this is a good way to say it, they are go-get-it and doers, right? And ambitious. And that's also something very inspirational for the ENFP, who's someone who actually can be a go-getter and a doer as well, but that needs to be like a lot of thought behind. It's like the nature of the ENFP can be a bit scattered, and somehow down the line, at some point, they would say, yes, I have to do this, and I would do it. Or otherwise, they would just jump and do things, but there is not much, if they just jump and do things, there is not much organization and thought behind, so it's that impulsive. If they just do it soon, and if they're doing later, they will need to think a lot about the whole process and stuff. And okay, that's just the natural process of the ENFP, let's say, but the INTJ seems to have a different process. That it's not that the ENFP thinks I'm going to be like the INTJ, but it creates some sort of motivation and inspiration when you look at that person, that friend, that partner, the parent doing things their own way in a very focused, efficient way, and also by seeing their values, as I said, their ambitions, their aspirations, how goal-oriented they are and future-oriented. That's something like I think both partners can really motivate one another. And so let's say this is how INTJs help ENFPs. And the last characteristic that I have for today is that ENFPs, after being misunderstood for so many years by so many people, when they come across the INTJ in their lives, let's say if it's a romantic partner, or even if it's a friendship, they make us feel hopeful about the possibility that we can actually have that sort of connection, intellectual connection that we were aiming for, that we were looking for in many other people that were just different. It's like, yes, ENFPs have this capacity. We say we can be friends with all of the 16 personalities. They can be actually even our best friends. That's possible. And even though every person and every personality brings in a different set of value into the relationship, what the INTJ brings in, I think together with the INFJ, is this whole feeling that there is someone who gets me, who gets my mind, who makes me feel like, you know, what happens in my brain, there is somewhere safe where I can put it, I can bring it to. It's the INTJ's mind, but also who understands me, who understands them. So that's another way that the INTJs help the ENFP to feel hopeful about, you know, exists. There is people, there is someone out there who can understand me, so they feel understood. And that kind of intellectual connection that the ENFP has with INTJ creates also emotional satisfaction. Of course, there needs to be other elements within that relationship. I mean, I'm talking about in general. I'm not talking about only, you know, spouses or boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever relationship, you know, romantic. I'm talking about in general. But let me know, these are the 6 points, by the way, but let me know if you have experienced this within your relationship with ENFPs or ENFPs with INTJs, because this is how INTJs help ENFPs. If not, tell me in the comments, please, how INTJs help you ENFPs. And if you're an INTJ, tell me if you think, yeah, you experience this as well. Don't forget that you can buy me coffees, like my video, please subscribe, and check out the information for one-on-one sessions. And see you next time.